what happens when they chase you, they want something from you. You can feel it because you're the prize. Because you have to become, though. That's the thing. You have to become the prize. I compare you guys as kings, captains, CEOs. So, like, look at it as a CEO of your life. You have a certain lifestyle. You're the CEO of who can come in. So if you're the CEO, when you get an employee, and the employee goes over there, I'm a 10. I deserve all this, this, and that. What does that sound like? No. The CEO is the prize because people are looking for that position, that job. So when you're successful, when you've done the hard work, and it takes a while, you've done all that stuff, the prize is the job, the occupation, that position to be next to the CEO. The CEO is going to pay well, but the CEO getting up there, he knows how hard it took. He knows what it takes to get up there. He's going to hire somebody that's adequate enough that helps him in his business to produce more. So the top high value men have a lot of prerequisites from women that they need to do this and this and this and help, because that's how a business runs. So if an employee comes in, they're going to have requirements, and if they don't produce, they're booted out. Yes, some CEOs will be like, it's looks are enough. No, that's a bad CEO. Because if he's spending more on the employee than the employee is producing, that's not a good thing. It's either taking more than they're giving. He's not running a business properly. That's why I'm not a big fan of people that make a lot of money think that they're very intelligent and that bleeds over in relationships. No, it doesn't. If you look at it as an investment, how much do you invest in girls to get what you want? The best investment is to have a good ratio. So whatever you invest in an employee, you get a good ratio out. That's what it is. It's not necessarily pay the least, get the most. It's pay the least ratio and get the most return, ratio-wise. So let me give an example. So if you pay somebody $10 an hour and they're making 20, see, that's a 1-to-2 ratio. But if you pay somebody $50 an hour and they make let's say $300, see, you're paying more, $50 compared to 10, but the ratio is higher when you pay more. And that's how like beautiful women are also, because you kind of like them and it's easier to get along and you're more attracted to them, it feels better. But even though that you're paying more for the girl, she still produces more. So it's like a star employee. So see, it's like you are the owner of your life. You're the CEO of your life. So whoever gets next to you is going to have a good position to live your kind of lifestyle. And that's the girl. So the girl comes in and saying, look, this is your prize. And you're like, oh, finally. It looks like a prize because you actually did something. But there's strings attached. And that's the thing. The real prize is, okay, why didn't you come after you before you got successful?
Well, I think it kind of like looks like a prize because it's something that men desire. But it's like you had to work, in a sense, like you had to accumulate all of those other resources in order to even like attract the female. So it's like you had to earn her too. Just like you had to earn your health. You had to earn your mental health. You had to earn your intellectual assets. You had to earn your physical assets. So you had to earn all of those things first before you could kind of like, for maybe a lack of a better word, earn her. So she's not the prize. The man sacrifices the most to still get something that he desires. But that's why I think she kind of like, people portray it as her being a prize because he desires her, but she's not the prize. She's just another earned reward.
Exactly. She's part of the package. So it's like, yes, it's an earned reward for your hard work, but you're really the prize because it's like, look at yourself as like a printer. So once you start printing more money, people start seeing that and they think, oh, they come to you. And because they have something that you want. So you're like, oh, I really want that. So you think that, oh, okay, they're the prize is because you want it. No, the real prize is you because something of worth came to you. If you weren't a prize, then the good stuff wouldn't come to you. Because they come to you when you make money, when you're valuable, when you get famous. So you're the prize. They're going after you. They're chasing you. People don't chase shit. They chase good stuff.
Right.
And what happens when they chase you, they want something from you. You can feel it
Mm-hmm.
because you're the prize. Because you have to become, though. That's the thing. You have to become the prize. Just because you're a guy, you're the prize.
No.
No. Girls are born with the beauty,
Mm-hmm.
but they also are going to pick the best that they can.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody's very beautiful and they pick somebody, it gives an illusion. You're like, oh, well, she could get all these other guys and she picks me. Of course, because you're the biggest prize.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had a choice, if you're a guy and you're like, okay, these are all the options and this is the prize money next to them, who are you going to pick? The biggest prize.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the option to pick any prize. That's how girls have it. I have all these options because all these options are looking at me and they can kind of see the prize. Well, he lives this kind of lifestyle. Oh, okay. So I'll go with that person. They're always going to pick the best one. So it's like they get to pick which ones are the ones.
Yeah.
But the real ones, the real girls, they don't pick. They go after. They go hunt the guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the women that are predatory, they go what? So like celebrities, the girls go after them. The celebrities don't really go after them.
Mm-mm.
No. Because those are the prize. But now this goes down to a regular level. The guys are the prize when you produce. When you know your self-worth, when you know how hard it takes to make all these things, you're not going to let it go easy.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is that when they see that, they go after you because they're going to benefit. Girls are not dumb. They're always going to go for something to gain. That's why you hear when we go out, oh, you got to take me to this restaurant, this restaurant, this restaurant. They're negotiating with you. That's deception.
Mm-hmm.
If they really liked you, they don't care where you take them.
Right.
Because they're like, I don't care if this guy takes me to Starbucks. I see the car he's driving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he takes me to Starbucks. Because eventually, if he likes me,
Mm-hmm.
the real prize is at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But if they demand all these things, it's because they're negotiating. They're actually weeding out the guys.
Yeah, but it can backfire sometimes when women do that. So I don't think it's the best tactic
What's that?
to negotiate in that fashion. To say, take me here, take me
I think
there,
it's
to
good.
try to weed them
I
out.
think it's good. Because the guy realizes right away she's
Well,
a
it's
waste of time.
Well, yeah, it's beneficial for the man. I'm saying it's not a good tactic for women.
Well, it's not a good tactic for women when
But it works well
hold
for
on,
men.
hold on. It's not a good tactic for women when she's dealing with a guy that's really high value.
Mm.
Because the high value guy goes, I don't have to pay for this. I don't have to deal with this because this is not what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then he scoots her out.
Oh, yeah.
But she does benefit off of nice guys. She
Yes.
does benefit off of
benefits
simps
off of
because
simps.
she does work.
But if she's hunting and she uses that tactic, it's not going to work.
Oh,
it's
no,
going to backfire
absolutely.
on her.
Absolutely. So that's the whole thing. That's why I talk about guys simping. What happens is guys simping is that they're really losing the negotiation. They really believe the deception.
Mm-hmm.
They give, and they don't get back. And then they're pissed off because they do what they're supposed to and they don't get return. So what happens is you have to look at it as an investment. Sometimes you're not conveying enough value for the girls to chase you.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is sometimes you're always going to attract somebody that's lower. So think about it this way. A girl never dates down.
Mm-mm.
Think about it. She never dates down. She always wants somebody that makes more money than her. He does better this and this. But they never say, oh, I'm going to get a guy that's better than me. But they always want a guy that's better than them.
Mm-hmm.
They never say that I'm less than the guy. Because that gives it away. They want a guy that tells them I'm better than you, shows them I'm better than you, and they'll submit to that guy.
Definitely.
That's what they'll do. They'll submit to somebody that's better than them because they're the prize.
Mm-hmm.
They're worth submitting to. They even if you ask the girls, like, would you submit to a guy that's worth submitting to? And they're like, yeah. But sometimes they look very deceptive. That's a negotiating tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Because these girls that, oh, I would need a guy like this and this and that, either they're pricing themselves too high and they never get with anybody except cats. And that's what happens. Or they get a bozo and they'll be like, yeah, I'll cater to you, stuff like this and stuff like that. But they're really the girl's higher position looking down at the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't look at it as a prize, even though they supply so much. It's because the guy, it's not that he isn't a prize. It's that he's not aware he's a prize and he's overpaying. And what happens is that he doesn't know how to charge for his worth. He has no self-respect. That's what a simp is.
Mm-hmm.
If he gives something, he needs to know how to charge. Hey, you know what? I expect this and this and this and this. Well, I don't want to. Well, bye. See, he grew a pair of balls. So that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, girls are always going to get with a guy so they can gain. Now, if the guy knows how to charge or not, that's his fault. And what happens if he doesn't know how to charge? She's going to look at him as a simp, not respect him, and just move on. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest catastrophe you want. You don't want your investment on a girl to go down. So if you know how things are worth and you have some dignity and you have a spine, what happens is that you're not going to give your product away for free because you know how long it took to do this. Let some other bozo do it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So they want to look up to you. They want to look up to the price, but you need to realize that it's bullshit. And once you realize that deception, then girls start seeing this guy knows he's a prize. They won't tell you. They'll just know it and they'll treat you that way.
I agree.